Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 books that I really want to read this summer. Summertime does bring a lot of free time for me, so I definitely want to spend a lot of that time reading. But today I'm just going to be showing you 5 books that I really want to get to this summer. The books that I'm going to be showing you today are ones that have either been on my TBR for a really long time, or are just books that I'm really eager to read. So I gotta read them! It's gotta happen! And I'm gonna make it happen! So without further ado, let me show you guys 5 books that I really hope to read this summer. The first book on my list is The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. This is a book that I've been trying to read since April and it still hasn't happened. I even got to interview the freaking author and I hadn't read the book yet. What the heck's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with me, I'm just being a little bit overdramatic. I will get to this at some point, hopefully this summer, but I really want to read this book as soon as possible. This book is about these enchanters in a magical version of Russia who go head to head in the Crown's Game, which is this magical duel. Ooh, magic. And whoever wins the Crown's Game will become the Imperial Enchanter for the Tsar's Guard. How freaking epic does that sound? It sounds freaking epic to me. The next book on my list is this big ol' book right here, A Little Life. I haven't had this book for a long time, but it's one that I've been really interested in reading for a while now. I just want to read it because so many people have so many interesting reactions to this book. I believe this book has a track record for breaking readers' hearts, so of course I want to see why that's occurring, but I also have a feeling that it's gonna break my heart as well. We'll see what happens. I don't want to know too much about this story going into this book, but I do know a little bit about it. Essentially, we follow 4 boys who move to New York, and we just see their different experiences living in the city. And I believe they all have very different and distinct personalities, so it'll be interesting to kind of see their different dynamics. If this book is as heartbreaking as people make it out to be, then I'll probably look like this the whole time I'm reading it. Then I have The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. This is the second book in the Mistborn trilogy. And I've talked a lot on my channel about how I've been avoiding this book because of its length, but I just need to get over that and read it already. And I imagine that when I start reading this book, I'll have a hard time putting it down. So the length won't really be an issue here. It's just more so the fact of pushing myself to actually pick up the book and start reading it. If you don't know what the Mistborn trilogy is all about, I'll tell you a little bit about the first book, mostly about the magical system, because the magical system is like one of the aspects of the book that I love the most. Essentially, we have this magical system called allomancy. So people take these different metals and ingest them and it gives them different abilities. And I just love seeing how it all comes together, seeing how it works, and seeing how they use it. It's just freaking awesome, guys. Next on my list is A Gathering of Shadows, book 2 in the Shades of Magic trilogy. I have left this book in the shadows for too long. I need to gather up this book and read it. To give you an idea as to what this series is all about, I'll give you a little bit of an insight as to what book 1 is all about. So we've got this guy named Kel, and he is a traveler, meaning that he can jump between parallel versions of London. And so he travels between all these different versions of London, delivering messages between the royals. He also does some smuggling on the side, and that's what gets him in trouble. I've really enjoyed book 1, but everybody that I know who has read the first book and then has continued on with book 2 has said that it just gets even better, so that has me super excited to read this book. I also believe that this book is more focused on the characters. It's more of a character-driven story, which I live for those kinds of books. And the last book on my list is The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan. This is the final book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I genuinely want to finish this series this summer. This is a series that I've been meaning to read ever since I started my booktube channel, which that's been 4 years, so the fact that I'm finally getting around to finishing this series is a big accomplishment for me. I'm already pretty deep into this series, so I'm hoping that I just continue on and make it to The Last Olympian, but I have a tendency to give up on series, and I don't want that to happen with this series. I want to finish the series this summer. If I finish off this series this summer, I might even treat myself to a cake. Do you think a cake decorator would laugh in my face if I had her right? Congrats, Jesse the Reader, on finishing reading the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Maybe I'll just buy the icing and do that myself. So those are 5 books that I'm hoping to get to this summer. You guys should let me know down below if you have read any of the books that I mentioned within this video and what you thought of them, or which book you think I should read first. Let me know. I also want to know down below some of the books that you guys are looking forward to reading this summer. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye! Choo! Somebody's a mowing outside and it's really annoying, yeah. By Hana Yanagahara. I believe this book has a track